Hello and welcome to the Overwatch British Esports Championships. I am Lewis and I'm casting today with Callum. We are watching Confetti Arrows versus the Bede Bears. Callum, introduce yourself.
So my name's Callum. Funnily enough, me and Lewis both used to play on a team together during the college champs. We used to play for a team called Andover. Andover, what was it called again? It was Andover.
I don't know, we had a really weird name.
I think it was
It was Andover
Archangels, but we
College.
didn't really win. We didn't really win much, but I'm excited for this game. Apparently, this game they're very, very close. They haven't lost yet, have they, for Confetti Arrows?
Yeah, so the teams we've got Confetti Arrows, which have been playing since the inaugural season of the British Esports Championships. So a very old team in comparison. Bede Bears only started playing in 2022. We don't know about their history before that, so whether they're a group of friends who have, played enough and they know a thing or two about it. But I'm excited to see how they perform. As you said, they're both 6-0, so they're both arguably at the top of their game. It'll be very interesting to see who the Titans are, who the carries are, and what makes the difference in the team fights.
I'm really looking forward to this game. I think they're getting close to being ready now. But what type of picks are you expecting? I mean, I know we haven't seen them before, but like what in the current meta that is like Overwatch ranked at the moment, what would you say would be like the picks that we would probably see from this?
I mean, we're seeing Lijiang Tower for the map, so we can expect a lot of heavy team fighting. You're not going to see. I don't think you're going to see too many flanks, depending on which one we're going for. But I reckon we're going to see an Aressa at least once. She's still so strong. It's ridiculous. If you can plan a good team fight around her, or if she can get a good enough engage off, her golden form. It just plays for herself really. And if her DPS and good supports can play around that, if that's the sort of strat they're going for, then it'd be nice to see how it goes. Of course, you can still see old pocket play since Overwatch 1, like your pharmacy plays, your Farah Mercy. And that, again, depending on how your hit scan's good at the game, that could solo carry a game easily. So it'd be very interesting to see what sort of, what we're looking at in terms of both of the teams. But yeah, going back to the teams as they stand, very good teams. Confetti themselves, they haven't lost a map since June, and they haven't lost a single series since December. So Confetti, I feel, really are coming as, the Titans in this matchup, and Bede Bears there. I reckon they've got that underdog energy, and we're always here to see a bit of an upset. If we can see that sort of play, that'd be amazing. But I reckon it'd be a good matchup we got.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like you said with the Arissa pick, like with the Javelin as well, it's such a good like denying option for ultimates, everything along those lines. But I'm just really looking forward to see how this game goes, because I feel like if they, like you said, with like the Bears team having an underdog type energy, I feel like if they have that and we can see some sort of switcheroos on like the round winnings, I really hope this game does last long. I want to see it come down to like a finale, like especially since they're both 6-0. It'd be really cool to see which kind of like who takes like the crown esque.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, some of the players to watch out on Confetti Arrows, we've got Gark, Yoshi, and Pixel, all of which are twin title holders. They won both last year's WIE Invitational and the British Esports Div 2 as well. So I have a feeling, again, the energy's building up that Confetti Arrows could just wipe through. But again, both teams being 6-0, I really hope we're in for a good brawl of a match. I'd like to see it go the length. I don't want it to be a complete sweep. We want an interesting game at the end of the day. We want to be entertained. We want to enjoy what we're watching. So if we can see these two teams, properly battle it out and who comes on top, I'd love for it to go the length.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I really want to see like this game go as long as possible. I want to see all the outcomes that are possible. Like I just mainly want to see. I want to see Confetti do well, but at the same time, the underdog energy, I'm expecting big things from both teams.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Me personally, I'm as much as I'm a fan of an underdog story, I'm going with Confetti Arrows. I like you love to see an underdog win. I mean, you've got like recent things happening, like to go slightly away from esports, Ngannou and Fury fight. That was an amazing fight. Real clash of the Titans again. And if that were to apply the same sort of logic into what we're watching today, it'd be really good. But again, my picks with Arrows. How about yourself?
As much as I would like to say Confetti, like as a member of Confetti, like I've been such a fan, but I will have to say the Bede Bears, they seem kind of cool. I just want to say they seem cool. Like I'm hoping they kind of do pull out the little plays, especially since obviously they're both 6-0. I want those little plays to be crucial, and I want to see. Hopefully, we get some sort of pick that isn't normal but works. Yeah, I want to see something that changes.
Me being me, I'm a DPS player. I like to fight a lot. At the end of the day, I like to fight a lot. I like to see hard engage. I like to see, risk it all, and either you get the win or you get the loss. I don't like watching all this like sort of safe plays. Again, safe is probably the best way to play. You can get away with a lot of things. You can play around a lot of things. But all I'm saying is, if I get to see something like a Doom tank pick, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Another high risk, high reward. I'm a Widow player. I want to see a Widow locked in. I want to see headshots. I don't think it's going to be very likely, given
given their track.
But given the popular heroes to play at the moment, I really don't see it happening. But again, one can hope.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like as a tank player, I'm expecting the Orisa pick. Orisa's very, very big at the moment on Overwatch, especially with the meta. But also, I'm hoping for a Ramatra pick because I really like just watching him put people in the pack. I think it's really funny. Just to just jump in and just start punching people. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Like you said with the Doomfist, I would hope for that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Ramatra, I think, is almost. I don't know if I'll put him on the same tier as Orisa. They're both very strong tanks at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course.
Ramatra being as strong as he is, it wouldn't surprise me if we see him in. If not the first map, definitely one of the up-and-coming ones. If it goes the length, even more likely so.
Of course. I really want to see Ryan. I'm a Ryan main. I've got like 90 hours on Ryan, so seeing Ryan would just make my soul a tiny bit happier.
Or do you want better? Rather than seeing just a Ryan on one of the teams, if we could get a Ryan matchup and we can see who wins the shatter match.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Here we go.
My genuine and beg.
Oh yeah. We are loading into the first map on Lijiang Tower.
Ooh.
Tensions are high. The thing with this sort of matchup is you don't really have to worry about the snowball effect coming in. Both teams are coming off a lot of momentum, so we'll see who can keep that rolling and really push that forward and get that extra edge. We want to see who's going 7-0 and going 6-1. At the end of the day, hitting 6-1 that could be a massive wall that then they have to break through, especially mentally. Because if you're on that much of a winning streak and you win long, that drop down that you feel off that first loss, it hits like a truck.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like, I really want to see. I mean, since they're going 6-0, I'm expecting both of the teams to kind of have a little ego. But like I hope it's going pretty well. Yeah. But
we got a pause already, but we get our first glimpse into Confetti Arrow's comp. We're looking at quite a dive-heavy comp, if I do say so myself. I saw a bull pick for the tank. I saw a Sojourn. I'm seeing a Mercy. It looks like they can just be going for a really, dive heavy, kill the supports, and then they've got no sustain at the end of the day. B-Bears could fall victim to that.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Like I'm definitely like with the picks that we can see here from Confetti, I definitely feel like they're gonna have the aggressive route on how they want to play, especially with a ball as a tank. Like they are on this map as well with like the environmental, like type areas you can play around. It's gonna be cool to watch.
We're seeing more of the comp now as well. We've got an Echo. So instead of going that pharmacy that I mentioned, we've got Echo and Mercy matchup, which is just as good, if not better. Echo really strong at the moment, I feel. I mean, if you look at the top 10 DPSs, you're looking at Echo being in there 9 times out.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Like, especially with the Kiriko pick as well. Like the protection Zuzu that she can drop down is going to be such like a clutch moment for this game.
And we've got Wrecking Ball, a massive game, killing the support, killing Baptiste. Valor's already out of the game, walled off, but his team just so much mobility. Yoshi finds another pick onto the tank.
Is down.
That first fight's already over. It's just a matter of cleaning up and securing that point. First point.
There we
go into
Confetti Arrows have absolutely just walled that team. I'm guessing it's because of their positioning. The positioning was very close to the edge of the map, especially with the ball pick. They were able to just completely wallop them off the map.
I feel like we're seeing a Junker Queen for Bears at the moment. I'm swapping to Doomfist. We're seeing it already. I'm happy.
Oh, we're seeing
but again, we've got where both teams are very aggressive comps. It's going to come down to whoever can get the first pick. Ball and
the combination from Wrecking Ball and Yoshi on the Sojourn, they're absolutely beautiful. Finding their Sojourn pick on Bede. And again, Baptiste falling down way too early. I think it's just going to be a clean sweep already.
Oh yeah, they seem to be, like we said, extremely aggressive, which is just able to just push up on the team. Like the Mei wall is just instantly denied, just walked around. Yeah. And I just feel like they're extremely strong with how they stand.
It feels like Bede Bear's really struggling to find their positioning at the moment. They're getting one pick and the fight's just falling apart. We've got the Mei wall that they can be using to gain that extra length or cut someone off to try and get a kill. But we're not really seeing it used that way. Yoshi getting a beautiful pick onto Kunai on the Sojourn.
That was good.
I mean, so far the Sojourn mirror match is going completely one way, and there's nothing Bede can do about it.
Okay.
Doomfist looking for a pick though, not enough damage. The Mercy Valkyrie coming out. Yoshi getting a pick before he's traded off with Doomfist ult.
Doomfist killing 2 people. Mercy getting off the res though.
We've got the res onto Yoshi. This could be big. It could still swing either way. Both team players. Sojourn ult coming out, finding one onto Zeus.
There we go.
Kitsune rush.
Looking pretty good.
Both teams traded a few ultimates. I feel like the Bears, in terms of ultimates, came out a little bit better. We didn't see a blizzard. We didn't see a few things, but again, Confetti Arrow's holding on to that point. The percentage is only ticking up. Bede Bears are really running low here. I feel like they got one more team fight left in them, and then that's game. But they're really going to have to be quick.
Yeah, it seems to be the aggressive plays from.
They picked already. Wrecking Ball absolutely smurfing with the environmental kills. We see a Sojourn ult coming up from Beers. We see Window as well.
Moving on the
Wrecking
Sojourn
Ball trying to find that kill on Sojourn.
Ooh.
Now going for the Baptiste, swinging back into point. Echo ult is broke straight away. Sojourn's off the map by her own regard. I feel like it's just a Confetti Arrows cleanup.
Yeah, especially I genuinely feel like this is down to the aggressive play style that they're doing. And
we see a Blizzard come in now. The game isn't quite over just yet. And there we are. It's secured. Wrecking Ball ult comes out. Absolutely.
That is amazing. Like this team, like I've never seen a team so aggressive. They are constantly within the enemy lines. Like they're always in a fight, never like straying back, waiting for team members. They are always consistently pushing the enemy team.
Yeah,
which is definitely just allowing them just to capture that point consistently.
I mean, I really feel like Bede Bears could have won that last fight, but the Sojourn, it didn't come up in the death chat. It looked like she really did just jump off the map there. Could have been an easy shift misplay, which it happens to the best of us at the end of the day. We can't blame too much for that, but I really do feel like the Sojourn staying alive there. I believe she got 2 picks in that last team fight. She got that one more that could have been the difference. Getting the 2 picks was already a great start. We're seeing the Sombra swap from Yoshi now. Dropping that Sojourn, dropping the Sojourn in response to picking up a Sombra. We're seeing a Tracer pick on Bede Bears now.
Another Sombra.
And a Sombra.
2 Sombras.
Again, really dive heavy comp from both teams. We're seeing Tracer and Sombra on both.
Oh.
Kiriko getting picked. Sombra's off the map.
Oh my god.
It's going either way. 2 picks for both teams. We're seeing Echo now trying to get that damage off. Being pocketed by the Mercy. She's staying alive. Mercy gets picked on Confetti Arrows. Wrecking Ball with an instant refrag onto Bede Bears. And they're just getting melted. This is a really...
I just take a second to appreciate Confetti's heals.
Oh,
they're consistently like up above like 90 health at all times. Oh, well, speaking of which, they're doing a quick reset.
Quick reset. It's tactical reset. It is intended.
Tactical reset. Exactly.
But here we go. Bede Bears actually stopping the momentum from that first map, and they've got the point already. This could be really good. I mean, I really feel like they've managed to match Confetti Arrows already on this. I mean, they were trading picks. It's not like they were completely steamrolled on the previous one. Maybe they have, they've got that communication down. Could have been, a Sombra ult coming out, massive hack. Can any picks come up from it? No. Instead, Confetti Arrows capitalize on the enemy Sombra. Trace getting a pick on Echo. Now Mercy down. I feel like this could be a wipe for Arrows. And res onto Echo.
And the res as well. And that's the Kiriko off the map as well. So it seems like Confetti Arrows has kind of taken the point back, but the Bears team does have 40%. So that is still like a decent chunk.
It's a decent chunk. Could be seeing Wrecking Ball getting picked, but he manages to get out. Hill's coming in just in the nick of time. I mean, Bears are already in a much better position they were in previously. They've been forced off the point, but if you notice, Arrows aren't as pushed up as they were on the last map. they're actually holding back. They're respecting Bears now as opposed to, really trying to dominate them. Echo getting hacked, could get picked here. No, Mercy heal is just too much. We see the Wrecking Ball lock come out. Cleanse used by Kiriko, and he gets punished for that. Mercy Valkyrie flying about. Doomfist finding a pick onto the Echo. This could be the game-winning play here. Tracer just dancing about in the backline. No one can match this Tracer. Tasker finally gets picked by Yoshi. Tasker on the Tracer there, doing an absolute shift, putting the damage down. Bears managed to capture the point, though, even with the Wrecking Ball pick onto the Mercy.
I'm definitely feeling like they've definitely hit their standstill of like a matchup now.
Definitely. But we could see this swing back to Confetti Arrows. That Mercy dying at the end of the fight. We see the Doom ult coming out, delaying. Anna gets picked there, no mobility to get away from him. And Doomfist is just vibing now. He's gotten 2 picks, one onto the Soldier, one onto the Anna. Tasker picking the Mercy off. Wow, yeah, no, Bears are putting up much more than a fight.
Yeah, they're definitely. I think they figured out Confetti's tactics now, especially since they realized how hard they were rolled the first round, and now they're able to pull out that the tactics that they've been able to reference and see from Confetti Arrows and use it against them.
Definitely, I feel like they're prioritizing the picks a lot more. Just as we say that, Yoshi getting a pick onto the tank. Another one onto Kiriko. The Sojourn not coming out just in the nick of time. Echo finding the pick onto Mercy. And we get the swing point back. I believe that's 90% though for Bears.
Yeah, of
realistically,
course, yeah.
One team fight goes in their direction even slightly, and this could be all she wrote for the second map.
Oh yeah, they're very. This team is very the matchup is very picky. Like they pick each other off. They take the point up by another 40 to 50%, and then they fight and then lose it.
Definitely.
So it seems to be pretty cool from what we're seeing, though.
Absolutely. Sombra dying early there means that Arrows just get that much more time on point. Tracer, no recall. Can they find the pick on her? She manages to just get out. We see Wrecking Ball fighting for his life. No heals going his way just yet. Can he get out? He's escaped. He's back on point, receiving that pocket.
He's good. He's chilling.
We see Bears. And Sombra getting picked again. The position is just not right for Kunai.
What we did say, though, about the Yoshi kind of carry for the Confetti Arrows is very true. The DPS are very heavy on this team.
Oh, absolutely. Doomfist finding 2 picks, though. 1 support, 1 DPS down. And he's still dancing about. Both DPS are dead. EMP comes out for Bears.
And he's still just moving around. And I think he's kind of fleeted back, but they are in overtime right now. And yeah, there we go. See, so it's 99 to 90.
And it comes down to the final fight. How long will this fight go on? How quick will it finish? Wrecking Ball finding his purchase on point, delaying as much as he can for his team to get into position. We see a Valkyrie come out for Bears. We've got the
Echo replicate.
Echo replicates out. Getting a pick onto Kiriko's quite big. We're not going to see a Kitsune this fight. Doomfist, however, he's just surviving. He's got no one near him. He's fighting the whole team. Mercy's trading, but Yoshi just cleaning up. Both DPS dead for Bears, so I think second point is going to go to Confetti Arrows here. Unless Bears can hold on for that much longer.
I think if they can cap that point and hold it on just for the overtime timer. Yep, there we are. There we go. Secured. First game secured for Confetti Arrows.
So first map going to Arrows. What are we thinking there? We're thinking that first point, complete and utter steamroll. Bears couldn't find a purchase. They were struggling to let them to get picks, and when they finally did get picks, Mercy was there to pick it right back up. They really couldn't do much on that first point. Comes to the second point. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened between those 2 points, but Bears, they seem to find themselves. They swapped the comp up just a little bit to try and match that dive-heavy style that Arrows was playing. You had the Tracer dancing in the back line. I feel like Bears, they were just a lot more confident. They trusted more in their abilities, and they were able to find the picks there. They did a lot better, that one.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to say in the second match, they seemed a lot more grounded as a team. They were able to play off of each other. Bede Bears definitely took their step up and showed Confetti Arrows what they can do. And I feel like that's only going to improve with the matches that we're going to be seeing.
Definitely. As we said, we've got to take into account that the snowball that can make the massive difference. And but I feel like they got they got the map siding with Confetti Arrows, but is that going to be enough to carry them into the next one? Because as we said, Bears put up so much more of a fight in that second point that arrows are sort of just, they're forced to respect them. They're forced to respect that Tracer pick. I think the Tracer and the Doomfist, they're definitely respecting that Doomfist pick now because there was not a lot they could do to stop him. I mean, you saw him on point in that last fight. He was alive for so long, and I didn't really see anyone around him. He was not getting much support from his team, but he was still able to, put that pressure on, put confetti arrows back where they belong. And, I feel like we've got a map.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Like, I'd like to just quickly talk about confetti arrows and their picks. Because as we saw at the beginning, we saw they were extremely heavy with their attacking, and then as it came to the second map, like you said, they had to respect Bede Bears. But
Absolutely.
I think we are heading into the second game now. I'm pretty sure.
Second map, we're on Midtown. Hopefully, we get a sneak peek before we get another technical difficulty. Yeah. We'll see what we're rocking with in terms of the comps. But I feel like we're swapping from King of the Hill to Payload. How that changes the play styles that we're looking for, whether we're going to see, Bears adapt into that, I feel like they should go with their strengths of that Tracer and Doom, flanking and jumping about, keeping arrows busy while the rest of the team does their stuff. If they stick with that, I feel like it could go either way. Arrows, I feel like their play styles, they could sort of just adapt. They did really well on the control points. Whether they can, put that into the payload, it's going to be an interesting see.
Yeah. Like you just said, with a whole payload and everything, it's going to be such I'm just going to say a kerfuffle of a fight. It's genuinely just going to be people just jumping in consistently, especially with the first capture point as well. They're going to be extremely aggressive from both teams. But I think here we are, as we can see, they have got a Bastion. So This is going to be a very either great shot or it's going to fall off very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing an extremely, almost identical, team comp to what they were running in the past map. We've still got that Sojourn and Mercy combo. Mercy opting to, pocket that Sojourn instead of the Bastion. We've got Baptiste instead of the Ana or Kiriko that they were swapping between. So it really feels like they are, they're trying to lock it down as opposed to, jump in willy-nilly. They've still got that ball on the tank, so the option's still there if they do want to go in. We see Sigma on the other team for their tank, so this could be very interesting, actually. Sigma into Bull, I like that matchup, definitely.
Especially with the Sigma into Bastion as well. So especially since if he can kind of absorb his Bastion's line of shooting, he's going to have so much shield. Which means he's going to be so much harder to kill.
I feel like Sigma's a good mix of, having that shield, play slow, but he can also walk up almost for free. He's got that knockback. Sojourn already getting picked on the Bears side. Yoshi finding the purchase. Bull now knocking Sigma out of position, but activates that shield and just walks back almost for free.
They are pushing that team back very far. They did get pretty far out, at least past the chokehold, but now they're pushed far back.
Yeah, I mean, we see Yoshi again getting another pick. Taking down the Hanzo on Bears, and, Kuno, I feel like he really can't do much. He's almost getting outclassed by Yoshi on the Sojourn.
Yeah, of course. I genuinely think that the Bastion pick is probably really good. I want to say right now, I've definitely noticed that the Sojourn is a hard hitter of the team, consistently lathering the other DPS.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we spoke about it before the games even started. Yoshi, two-time winner. He's a force to be reckoned with. Again, diffing the Sojourn of Bears, and we're seeing Valor, however, getting the pick on the Mercy. We've got no Immo on the side of Arrows, but Yoshi still managed to find another pick onto Kuno. Bull falling low. Baptiste giving him the pockets, and what's good about this position, I think Bears have actually managed to push up from that choke point. Yes, they're in another one, arguably, in the building, but they've moved forward. Yoshi finding yet another pick.
Still pushing in. Yeah, that is the pick down.
They're in, but they're up. But there's no... They can't... The team that are dying from Yoshi, they can't get back to them.
No. They are just, restricted to a certain area. One thing I have noticed with confetti arrows, they're very good at, kind of pinching a team. If they go into an area, they punish them really well. Yeah. That whole thing with the inside of the building. Okay, and
we're getting a flux onto Baptiste. Baptiste falling. He uses Emo to protect his teammates. This could be an interesting match. Yoshi ulting to get the Emo. Tazka finding the pick onto Bastion.
Oh, there we go.
It still could go either way.
This game is insane. This game is actually going so well.
Very close game. Yoshi fighting for his life. Wrecking Ball to come help. Cleanse out from Kiriko. Gets punished for it. Sigma and Hanzo on point. tank and DPS from both teams. Who wins?
Okay,
and we'll get the Baptiste ult. Window goes out. And
there
it's
you go.
just
They
enough
just have
to clear
extreme
out.
heals.
Yeah,
as soon as that Baptiste ult drops down, they just get lathered.
You see window. You see the window come down. You know Bastion's going to be sat behind it, and you can't really peek into it. Even no matter what you've got, you're not peeking into that. You've got to wait it out. Plan your next attack. I would consider that like that's the attack over. Can we get a pick while we're here? If not, let's think about the next one.
Yeah, of course. Like especially with I feel like the bat pick, especially from both teams, has gone really well.
Coming out. Will it find purchase? Ball going in.
Ooh.
Great Bastion. Getting damage onto the supports. I'm assuming Immo came out there.
Yeah.
And Mercy falling down to a Hanzo headshot. This could be it. This could be it for Arrows. Yoshi finding a pick on Tasker.
There we go.
And Wreckable, he's just walking through the team.
Picks.
Yoshi's so... It's just finding purchase wherever he's shooting. Yet another one. Bastion falling down, but Sojourn might be all they need to cover this fight.
Oh, and another one. That is a quadra for Yoshi.
And he gets the whole team.
Oh, gets the whole team. There we go. Oh, and they're back. They did have a tracer. I will give them that. But,
wow.
Damn. That's round one complete without even the first checkpoint being captured.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know what's happening here. I really couldn't tell you. I feel like something's going on with Bears in their comms because we've gone from really, they put up a massive fight on Lijiang Tower on that second point. Comes to the first point on Midtown, and they're really struggling to even find just a bit of oomph. They got onto a point a few times there, but then they were cleaned right back up. They once they were on, they couldn't really find a hold to keep pushing, and they got punished for it. They couldn't find what they were looking for.
One thing I did notice was that they seem, with their placement of where they are, they always get pushed into tiny areas and then collapsed on. So I'm hoping that they've kind of learned from their mistakes, especially since they're on the defense now. Hopefully they can collapse a bit onto confetti arrows.
Yeah, and just while we're paused here, we've really got to think. I mean, if we look at the composition, we compare what Confetti had on Lijiang. Both points, to be fair, they were very similar, and what they started on Midtown. The comp was pretty much the same. They kept it tried and true. They found something that worked, and they've stuck with it.
Yeah,
I feel like Bears quite aren't following that formula. We found something that they found something that worked on Lijiang Tower's second point, and they've opted for something almost completely different on Midtown. We've got the Sigma instead of the Doom pick for tank, and we've got Kunai picking up the Hanzo instead of the Sombra. Admittedly, he had a good few EMPs, but he didn't really find much with the Hanzo. He got a few picks. He got a pick on the Mercy in that last fight there, but again, arrows were there to respond. They couldn't really capitalize on that pick where they should have been able to.
Like you just said, I really feel like Bede Bears should have stuck with their picks from Lijiang, because that Doomfist was able to gain so much ground, especially on the DPS like Sojourn, able to just completely punish them, which they can't do this time now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the combo they had of that Doomfist and Tracer, it was putting a lot of confusion into Confetti Arrows play, which I feel like is what they need. Arrows seem to be like a really well put together team. Like they play to each other's strengths. They know how to, protect each other's weaknesses. If you're not able to try and, get in and disrupt things like they did on Lijiang's second point, I don't see this going in the way of Bears, admittedly.
Yeah. As much as I would love to see an underdog come back, it is looking very sparse, but you know what, from the ashes fire will rise, my friend, and we'll see that hopefully Bede Bears have learned their lesson, and they will rise. Yeah,
I mean, from that first point, I don't see it happening. I'm sticking with my pick. I'm sticking with the truth. All right, the Bears will not be able to topple the Titans. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. I respect it. I respect the choices, and but yeah. Do you feel like Confetti Arrows are going to go Bastion on attack, or are they going to switch it up a little bit? Because they did they played a bit of Tracer as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it worked on the defense because. I mean, if you saw how Arrows were playing, if you really paid attention to the positioning, although it looked like they were moving a lot to respond, Baptiste, he never really left that train. They were keeping to their positions, and I think Bastion's really strong for that. We are seeing
of course. Oh, there we go. The Bastion pick is there.
We're really up to this high damage comp.
they seem to be sticking with the same comp regardless. Like they've got the exact same comp as the last team, as the last defense round. They're using the exact same attack tactics.
It goes back to what I said about they know their strengths, they know who they can play in and into what. Like they're picking these characters because they know they can play them into a lot of team comps, especially ones that are common on Midtown. So they're picking it for a reason. Wrecking Ball already dancing about in the backline, getting some easy early damage off. But team left without the tank.
Roll around the back, punishing the DPS.
Putting pressure on point already, looking for a cheeky C9 victory. Sojourn really melting the Bastion. Confetti Bastion getting 2 picks onto Valor and Kunai.
Is looking good.
It's looking like it might be, a first push victory. Yoshi finding purchase on Tazka.
Yeah, of course.
Sigma fighting for his life. He's 1v5.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do much.
Cleaned it up. Proper cleaned up that team.
Second map going to Arrows again.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely something. Definitely a what I would like to call a roll.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I really hope this next loading this next map's going to be quick because there's not a lot to talk about there. I mean, I was talking about how Bears need to find that way to disrupt how Arrows are playing. Stop their momentum. Getting a pick off on the Sojourn could be the thing that they're looking for, but Arrows just did it to Bears. Wrecking Ball was straight in their backline. He was immediately putting pressure on point. Bears having to leave their position to respond to that, given the time for Arrows to push up and find that space. So, I mean, Arrows, they're just playing well. They're playing their position. They're knowing when and when to push. It's looking good. It's looking good for them.
Yeah. Like you said, it seems to be very much of a Confetti knows what comp they like, and they know how to play with it and against other people. But it just seems that Bede Bears has never came up against anyone like Confetti Arrows that know how to play and how to structure themselves against an equally good team.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more of like a strategical gap, like as a way of putting it.
I think so. I think it could be down to something to do with communication as well, because I mean we're seeing the second that Wrecking Ball was putting pressure on point, Arrows were quick to it. They were already Yoshi was already getting those picks. Sorry, it was the Bastion who was already getting the picks, and they were able to capitalize. They had that. I feel like they had that communication, maybe even really laying into a 3-2-1, and we're on. Bede Bears, we're not really seeing anything sort of mirroring that effect. They seem to be playing very reactively as opposed to making proactive plays and then forcing a response out of Arrows. Which, the way they're playing reactively, they seem to just be getting out responded, if anything, by Arrows. It feels like they don't have, if not the level of communication, the right type of communication that Arrows have on their side.
I would like to say I would really love to hear Confetti's comms. So I feel like without a doubt they would have such a composed, strategic way of talking to each other, which I feel like I would love to hear Bede Bears too, because I reckon theirs is very composed as well. But it seems that Confetti with their comms, they know what they're doing before they do it. Like we said with that Wrecking Ball push at the beginning, rolling straight out past and to the behind. It is a bit just they understand what they're doing. They understand, and they know how each of their team members work and how to play around that.
I feel like the other thing I spoke about Ryla Star when we were introducing the teams. Confetti have been in this competition since the inaugural season. They've been playing. And even in the downtimes, we can go on the assumption that they've been scrimming a lot or queuing ranked as a 5-man. We don't know how much Bears has outside of their year and a half that they've had in British esports. So it could even be just an experience gap. We're seeing the experience come out of Arrows. They know how to play. As I said, they can play to the strengths and weaknesses of each other. Bears, I don't think have quite gone to that level, but again, it's an experience game at the end of the day. They've managed to get 6-0, so they've definitely got something behind them, and they can definitely win this match. It could be an underdog story, but I feel like Confetti at the moment, they're showing why they've been playing this long. They're showing why they haven't given up. They're showing why they've made it to 6-0, and they're showing why they've been winning stuff. You've got you've got 3 2-timers on the team of Arrows, and the accomplishments really speak for themselves.
Yeah, as you just said about how it speaks for himself, and it must be like an experience gap, which is completely understandable. Like as you said, Confetti has been playing for a long time, and yes, their roster has changed, but at the same time, their coach has been there since the beginning.
Yeah,
so he's gained all of the experience and dragged it into this team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we take a look at the comp again. Not much difference from the past 2 maps. The only real difference we're seeing is bringing the Brig instead of the off support. We're still bringing the Mercy, Sojourn, Echo, Bull. Don't really need to say more. I'm already hearing the sounds of a Doomfist, which I'm liking. We see a Brig being mirrored onto B-Bears. Bull already dancing around the supports. Can he find a pick? Putting the pressure on. Yoshi already finding a pick on Tazka.
Is looking pretty good. From what I can see right now, we are seeing like a very aggressive play, which I'm looking forward to seeing.
I'm already liking, although the first fight has gone in the complete direction of Arrows, I'm already much preferring this comp to the previous Bears comp on Midtown. It feels like that, when they were getting picks, when they were playing Lijiang Tower, they were more able to capitalize on that than just trying to push forward and gain positioning like they were trying to do on Midtown. So I feel like playing with the comp that they have now, we see a Brig being mirrored, we see the Kiriko, they've got plenty of, DPS on the support side of things as well. We're seeing the Tracer on Kazka, and he did his thing on point 2 on Lijiang, but we see Yoshi already putting the damage down onto the Kiriko, the opposing.
They're just. It seems like Confetti must have some sort of like pre-planned push-outs and like holds for every map.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they are really like. They know where they're going to be at all times. Like with that Sojourn being sat on top of like the little pillars and just being able to just lather down on all enemies.
Kunai finally getting the pick onto Yoshi. This could be the turning point we see in this.
Okay.
Echo now getting hacked. Getting the support he needs. Gark follows up. They're playing better already. We've seen the Doomfist ult coming in. Brig now being pressured by Bull. Overtime onto the first point. Brig being just collected at this point. We are getting the replicate coming out from Echo, however. And now we're getting Rally coming out as well. On the side of Arrows. Doom is still alive on point, still putting the pressure. A lot better already. A million times better from what we're seeing. They're finding doubt. I feel like the morale is going to be getting a lot better. Now that Kunai's found that first purchase, that first pick onto Yoshi, the person that arguably has been, keeping them a lot pinned down with the damage that he's firing out. Now that they've got that, I feel like they're going to be a bit more confident with their plays. I say that, Kunai almost getting picked off early, manages to escape.
Yeah. Just manages to get out.
Just about. Bull falling low, however, gets picked off. Jaffa finding the pick, but not without the support from his team. This could be a turning point here. We see Pulse Bomb comes out, fine purchases on Dark. Echo now, Arrow's falling back. Oh, absolutely.
This Doom he knows what he's doing and he knows how to play aggressively, and his team does back him up for it.
But
this Bull is arguably just as aggressive.
Oh yeah, what I'm finding though is, even when Doom hasn't got a team with him on the side of Bede Bears, he can still put in a shift. He's still putting the pressure on. We saw it on the last point already. Really feeling the pressure.
He's able to at least hold his ground for a good few seconds.
And now, Sojourn coming out with the nano boost. Doom falling less than a second with the echo damage coming in as well.
They're able to get that good clear. Get that good clear on. It's looking pretty good from what I can see. We're able to get a decent gather on what teams are using, what ults they're using, and when they're getting nanoed, stuff like that. Definitely. It's looking really fun.
I mean, just taking a look at that with 2 ults, they just retook the whole point. We're still seeing Wrecking Ball with his ult up. I'm going to assume Rally should be back up from that first point as well now. So.
Oh yeah.
We're definitely in for a treat.
Wrecking
Ball gets found out though, gets hacked. Can he recover it? Just about.
Oh, okay.
That was a bit close. The Wrecking Ball needs to sort it out. He can't be getting picked like that. We say that EMP comes out for the side of Bede Bears. Wrecking Ball ult comes out. It looks like it might be another clean sweep here from Ares, finding the second point.
It's seeming it.
That was very close. Though. That could have been it there.
Oh yeah. They know how to hold a point, and they know how to like fight between a point. It's looking pretty good though, from what we can see.
You know what? Wreckable took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say Arrows are learning how to, I say learning. They're starting to respect Bede's play again, like they were doing in Lijiang Tower. But that Wreckable getting awfully aggressive, not paying attention to the fact that the Sombra could just be right around the corner there. Just like we saw she will.
That was literally milliseconds off killing him. If he didn't hit that grapple in the exact point...
From jumping in onto the Sojourn. Can he get out? No, he gets picked from Echo. Brig now walking through the team. Wrecking Ball just following up behind as well. It looks like it's going to be another team wipe from the side of Arrows.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot from Yoshi to clean up the fight.
Very, very strong. Extremely gathered team. Whew. They know what they're doing. They know how to play this game.
Absolutely, this is good. We're seeing now. Sojourn's playing spotting for the team. It looks like they found the Sombra. Sombra getting picked early. We can't be letting this happen. Doom now fulfilling his role of disrupting. Tracer just behind him, supporting him where she can. Kiriko jumping in. Arrows are really... I feel like they're showing signs of faltering. Rally comes out from Brig.
It's looking good. It's looking good from what we can see. I really like this Sojourn pick. The Sojourn and the Echo are really, really strong. The damage output that they have is insane.
Jaffa finding a pick onto both the support of Gark and Yoshi on the Sojourn. Gets refragged though by Cola Pip on the Bull. And we're seeing Q9 now swapping up the Sombra. He got picked, he got found out and he swapped off to the Ashe. I don't know how I feel though about Ashe into this comp. It's definitely a lot of damage to be bringing, but stationary against the amount of dive that they have is... Yeah. Kitsune comes out from Bears, Tracer getting picked straight off, Sojourn coming out with the Nano Boost again, beautiful combination, and Yoshi's just going to clean up with that Nano Boosted damage.
It's just insane.
And I think there we have it. I think that's all she wrote. 3 maps going in the favour of Confetti Arrows. On the first map, we saw a bit of faltering. We saw Bears putting up more of a fight, but since then it kind of felt like a whitewash. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, it is it's a very. I'd like to take a second to take back my words. It seems to be just another roll. 7-0 for the Confetti Arrows.
What an impressive record! I mean, enough about Arrows. They won the game, but props to Bede Bears coming in new to the competition, putting up as much as a fight they did, and still going 6-1 so far. It really is impressive.
Without a doubt, they are definitely a matchup. Like for Confetti Arrows, they do really well. They know how to fight and they know how to like push against people. But yeah, do you want to wrap this up? Do you want to say goodbye to the people?
Yeah, I mean, thank you all for watching. I hope you had much fun as we did. That was an absolutely incredible match, and we can't wait to see the future Confetti matches. I mean, they really are a team to be reckoned with. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.